It's WEHT Local Lifestyles with Laura Kirtley and Ron Rhodes.
Well, welcome back. We are joined by Amy Payne, professional organizer, who's going to help everybody who is looking to sell their home but have been sort of maybe holding off on doing it because they're not organized, perhaps?
Yeah, we see a few people like that come spring.
Well, we were just talking, so you just sold your house, right?
Yes, in 12 hours.
In 12 hours. Mm-hmm. I'm sure because it was so organized.
I'm sure that was the only reason, Laura.
But, I mean, you know a lot about moving. You said you moved 11 times in 12 years.
Yes, the first 12 years we were married, we moved 11 times.
Okay, so
yes, that's a lot of moving.
There's a lot of moving. It can be a daunting task, and I think a lot of people oftentimes avoid it because they don't want to get organized and move all the stuff.
Right, right. So obviously the more stuff you own, the harder it is to move.
Yeah.
So if you're in an apartment, it doesn't seem quite so daunting versus if you've lived in the same house for 40 years,
right.
you know, 4,000, 10,000 square feet, all of a sudden a move is insurmountable.
Right.
It just seems very, very difficult.
Well, what are some of your tips to get started?
So a few things. First thing, you want to get rid of anything that this is to sell your house. So, and to prep for a move in general. You just want to kind of go through everything you own, get rid of the stuff that you don't want, that you don't need. The more you move, the further your move, the more likely you are to get rid of stuff.
You're so right.
So
things aren't quite so sentimental when you realize you have to move them a long ways.
Right.
Yeah.
Those first, 11 moves, all of a sudden we weren't taking that much with us because we realized it wasn't worth packing and moving again.
Right.
So if you've been in your house a long, long time, start digging into those closets you haven't been into for a lot of years.
Okay.
Find out what's in there. Is that stuff that you really, really need, that you really use? And depending on where you're going, are you downsizing? Are you upsizing? Are you moving across the country? All of these things will factor in.
So maybe have a garage sale or something.
Yeah, I steer people away from garage sales. Typically, I know it's interesting, sometimes they're more trouble than they're worth. We have so many great consignment stores here in Evansville, and you're better off using like a Facebook group, like the Warwick County resale type Facebook groups where you can sell your stuff to other people. The high quality items will sell nicely. You'll get a nice profit for it versus a garage sale. Now, if you have mass quantity of stuff, like our last move before the one we're about to take, I made $2,000 at a garage sale.
Oh, wow.
Because our furniture wasn't going to fit in our new smaller house, so we sold like, three sets of tables and 2 living rooms worth of stuff, beds, etc., and bought all new stuff that would fit in the smaller house. It depends on the volume that you have.
Okay, so look around, see what you can get rid of first.
Right. So when you're listing, if you're selling your house, it's really important that you organize. The cleaner and more organized the house is, the faster it will sell for more money.
Okay.
People want to envision their own selves in your space. So you have to stop thinking of it as your house and start thinking of it as a product for sale.
Okay.
So if you start thinking of your house as a product for sale, all of a sudden your needs, your wishes, and your personalization has no value. So you take down all the pictures of your family, you hide all evidence of pets, or we even shipped our dog off to a friend's house while the house was on the market. Get rid of all the pet hair, all the pet smells, get rid of anything that personalizes the space, make it a real neutral background, get rid of all the clutter, make the closets look big, roomy. People want lots of storage, lots of space, and if all your closets are crammed, they're gonna think the house is too small.
So like take it, put it in storage or something, or
get rid of as much as you can, or start packing.
Okay, and then we are getting the wrap already. We barely even got started. Maybe we should continue this again. But I have also noticed this when people stage their homes for people to come through. It's almost like they bring in different furniture in some cases.
Right, and that's a whole other topic. We don't do staging, but we do help you declutter to sell the house. So we can tell you which furniture maybe you have too much furniture, maybe some of it should be decluttered, either stored for your new house or sold or donated. But we don't tell you paint colors, we won't bring in lamps, we won't buy new furniture or decor to stage your house with. We use what you already have and just declutter to get it ready to sell.
I have heard you say declutter about 50 times, so I think that is
get rid
the
of
theme
stuff
here. Declutter, get rid of stuff. Thanks, Amy. Thanks. Let's check in with Ron.
The cloud's still sticking around.